Hello friends, welcome to your favorite channel, irvinemesa. So today we're building an awesome portfolio website using Three.js and React. So this is a simple tutorial that will introduce you to the basics of how to develop a 3JS website. So you can see that I'm going to be having an island with a rotating on hovering through the mouse. I'll be able to rotate this mouse with the background sky as well as some header top there with the header there at the top with some simple text like my name and about and the projects. So there's without wasting your time, let's get into the channel. But remember to subscribe and like my videos. Open new terminal inside your Visual Studio Code or editor of choice today. Then type list to make sure that it's empty. Then inside this folder, let's say npm create a vit at latest. This is one that we are using. Then dot slash to make sure that it is the current directory. Then of course let's just press OK to proceed. Then this will take up some time to install, but make sure that you have chosen the React framework and then JavaScript for the variant. Then you can see that it's just a simple installation. You've got everything. So now we're going to say npm install. So this will make sure that we install our React app. Now you can see that we've finished installing our React app. So the next thing I'm going to say npm run dev to open our app inside our browser, which is going to be Google Chrome. So on localhost 5173. So yeah, these are app. Now go inside your working directory and let's delete the SRF folder. SRC, yes, just delete it, don't worry. After deleting it, we'll recreate the folder SRC, and then inside the folder we're going to create a main.jsx. Then open the main.jsx and paste this code that I've created, React DOM, just like we are restarting everything. Make sure that you have pasted this code correctly. Now let's create inside app.jsx. Then inside the app.jsx we're going to run RFAC, the shortcut for creating a React function. There we have got it. So now I'm going to see React DOM. I'm going to install the app from app.jsx, that one that we have just created, simple one. But you can see that it's empty, so I'm going to have some text to test everything. So let's say subscribe for more tutorials. Then you can see, oh yes, you can see that text is now appearing. So that means that our app.jsx is working, everything is okay for now. Now let's go into inside our terminal and let's create and open another new terminal. Then this is where we are going to install our dependencies. We are going to start off installing Tailwind auto prefixer. We are done finished installing our Tailwind CSS. Now we're going to initialize Tailwind using npx Tailwind CSS init -p. Then we go inside our Tailwind config.js file. Then under the content, just placing this index CSS and then coming to our subscribe. Then we are going to wrap inside an h1 div. So yeah, there you got it, you can see that I've done the sampling. Okay, now we are going to go inside our src folder and create a file called index.js css. So this is the one that we're going to be using for styling. So inside the main.js, import index css, then come inside in the CSS. We are going to paste this code that I've just pasted. I'll give every the content inside our CSS file. Inside the description, I'll place the text. Then come inside the config file and also paste this text. This will be provided inside the description as assets folder. You find this config file inside assets folder. Now let's come inside our terminal and let's say npm run dev again. So we have restarted our development server. Now let me just go inside our development server and see. Oh, there you can see now our Tailwind CSS is now working correctly. Now let me close the other one and become inside of Visual Studio Code, and let's say clear to clear everything, and then let's say npm install. We're going to install some dependencies: React, router, DOM. Let's go inside our app.js file and we import the React router DOM as React routes from React router DOM inside the app.js file, and make sure that you delete the top heading, and let's also delete the return this one, the heading that way. And now let's create a main section with the background slat 300. Then also let's create a router. Let's wrap everything inside our router, and also wrap inside the routes. So I'm going to have the path and second part, third part, fourth part. So these are the four parts, and I'm going to direct them to home, about, projects, and contacts. So this is where I'm going to direct them to the path. And now let's come inside our browser and check. So we're gonna see nothing right now. Let me just make sure that I edit my parts correctly after some mistakes, like that one. Now you can see that I've got everything. It's now appearing the nav bar in the home page appearing. Now let's go inside of SRI and create folder called components. Then inside the file code components, I'm going to create a navbar.jsx. So I'm inside a nav.jsx. I'm going to have a div with the nav.b. So let me come inside the app.jsx file and import the navbar. So there I'm importing the navbar. I can say I've imported, then I'm just spacing out so that my code looks smart. Then after that one, let's import navbar from dash components navbar. So we could, so you can now see that on our browser we've got the navbar. So now, okay, remove the brackets and make it look. Yeah, you can now see that I've imported the navbar. Now let's let's come inside our nav.jsx, and then inside the nav.jsx I'm going to delete everything and start off with a header. Then this is I'm going to wrap everything. Let me give the class name of header. Then let's have a nav link to. Then let's have a paragraph with the simple text irvinemesa. Then inside I'm going to give it a class name, the nav link with the with 10 height 10. A rounded large, background white, items center, justify center, and align items in center. Yes, there you can see it now looks better with flex funded bold and the shadow medium large. There you can see that I've styled the paragraph text irvinemesa. Then let's style the paragraph text with class name color. Let's make the color blue gradient text. Let's give it blue gradient text underscore text. They can see now this coming up. You may wonder where this underscore text is coming from the defaults. Then let's have another div which I'll call flexi. Okay, then let's have import nav link and the status active. Then about, I'm going to add a nav link, and they can see I've got these two texts after adding another new projects and nav links. I've added two nav links. Then let's create another pages inside this SRF for the pages folder. Then let's have home.jsx folder. Then inside the home.js folder I'm going to create a projects.jsx, and I'm also going to create another file called about.jsx. So I'm going to use shortcut RFAC to create a function, RFAC to create a function, and RFAC to create another function. Now let's just close some files that we don't need. Close this. So now let's come and create another new file called contact.jsx. Inside the app.jsx I'm going to replace a home with with home slash component. I'm also going to replace this with about component. I'm also going to replace this with projects component. I'm also going to replace this with contact component. Now let's go inside our pages. Let's have index.jsx, then come inside the index.jsx, then come inside the index.jsx, and we import about home project.jsx, and let's export home about and project.jsx. Then come inside the nav. Okay, now closing these files, then come inside app.jsx file, and let's import these ones that we've just exported inside the index.jsx file. You can see that it's breaking, so I need to come inside index.jsx and about JSX creating a React function. Yeah, I think this was missing about. Let's contact JSX create a function using RFACS, then come inside the home JSX. Let's just fill in projects JSX, just like projects. There you can see after doing that one, you can now see that everything is now appearing correctly. Now what we're going to do, we're going to save these changes. Contact app.jsx, index.jsx, close everything, and let's come inside our home JSX. This is where we are going to make some amendments, create some background image. So let's create a section with full and screen relative, percent relative, the section. Then now let's come inside our install npm install it's React 3 fiber. So we are now setting to work with our Three.js. So we have to install this one. We've finished installing our React 3 fiber. This will help us to set up on our Three.js modeling. So I'm going to import canvas from 3 and then also import suspense from React. So now I'm going to create a canvas that this canvas with the camera and the class name. So the position, then let's create a suspense with a fallback loader. And then let's space. Let me make some spacing. Now we can see that we have imported a suspense fallback load. So I'm going to create inside a component called loader.jsx. So now this is I'm going to create a React functioning for the loader. You can see on line 12 we're importing loader.jsx. So now let me just come and import this function. I'm importing it, and I'm also importing loader from components. Now we are going to we put components on home JSX correctly, import loader from loader. Now you can see that it's empty. So now we are going to set on loader JSX importing is our. So let me clear and install React 3 Dray. So now we've finished installing our React 3 fiber. We're going to import React 3 fiber 3 Dray. So we're going to say import. So now I've got imported our React 3 fiber on line 1. Now I'm going to say inside this load, I'm going to create an HTML. Then wrap inside the div inside this HTML file. Then create our div class name, justify content center and items center. Now we're going to have a div class name with the class name width, height, edge, border, opacity, blue, borderline, border and border width. So let's go inside our home JSX file, and we add this light, add direction light, ambient light, point light, and spotlight light, and then spear light. So we have got these three. Now we're going to go onto our popular website for getting our 3.js files, 3.js images. So I'm going to use Sketch5. Make sure that you go there and you got it, and you got your own image. Some of the images are free, some of the images are not free. So make sure that you've got it. So now I'm going to search on islands. This is one that I'm going. Let me select from the few that we have got here. Which one is we are going to use today? Okay, this is the image that we are going to be using. We call it Fox Island. So this is the one that I'm going to be using. Is our image, home image. So this is the one that I want. So you see it's for free. You can just click on download and select the method that you want to download. You can generate it as GTF or GLB. Then come inside this website called GLTF33 Fiber. Open it. Then this way you are going to drop and drag your GLB file into this file. I've left the image to download. I've already downloaded it and I've put it inside the description. You can just download it and drop it inside this file, the GLB file. You'll find the file inside the description to just copy it and download it and copy it and paste it inside this website, and it will say loading. Okay, here I am. So you can see that I've got this output. So just copy it. Remember, I've copied the GLB inside and come and paste it inside the island JSX file and paste this code, this island, that the GLB file, paste that code here inside. You can see, so I've got this folder with some imports and some mesh and some group. So now I'm just going to remove this import, make it a function. Say const island is equal to, let's remove mode and let's say props or dash forward slide, and come inside there and just add an export default island. So now there you have it. Now let's remove import React and replace it with use effect from React, and let's add use frame and use 3, and also import island JS scene from assets folder. This is as folder 3D. So this is the island that I'll be importing to GLB. So now I'm going to say a.group. Let's import a from React Spring 3.5. So I have to come inside my terminal. Now I'm going to import, first of all, clear the history, and then let's import React npm install this one, React 3 Spring React, import at React Spring underscore 3. So now we are importing this one. After done importing, now let's come inside our island JSX and let's remove the cast shadow and remove the cast shadow, receive shadow, remove it all. Also remove this post full and replace it with ref equals to island ref. Now let's come in and say const island ref is equals to use ref. Okay. Then also let's make sure that we solve this error by closing a group. Now come and delete this one, and let's remove some spacing. Now we come and we save our changes. Make sure that you have saved your changes and come inside the home JSX file. Okay, we've got the island component. So now I'm going to make sure that you have import island from model. Then we can see that our browser is breaking. So that means that we have some issues that we need to solve. Now come inside your config file. Everything is okay, but it's still breaking. let's check or check the errors. So inside the console, we are going to see that we have got this could not load the island.js island file. So now I'm going to come inside the island.js file and let's convert use glf to island scene. Just correct this one to island scene, and then you can see we've got this background. But don't worry, now we're going to work on the making sure that it appears well correctly. So I'm going to say inside the home.js, so I'm going to say const adjust island scene. This is a function. I'm going to say let skin position, and if else width dot inner length is less than 180, I'm going to have this screen scale and screen position values, else screen scale and screen positions are altered. Let's come and check. Okay, screen position, we can just cut it out and put it outside since the values are similar to simplify my work. Let's screen scale equals to, now by default, let's screen position equals to these values 10, 6, 6 and 0 and minus 41. Then let's just remove these ones, z axis, y axis and x axis. So let's okay, retain screen scale and screen position. So now we're going to create some place and declare const screen scale and the screen position is equals to adjust island ref screen size, open and closing brackets. So we are going to come here and create some lightning for some position island, and let rotate equals to 0, 0,14,7 and 0 on the x, y and z axis, and let our retain skin position to rotation. Let's add rotation on retain, then on const let's add rotation as well. Then you can see that I've created a rotation position, rotation to island. So our island now has got three properties: screen, position, scale and screen. So now we're just going to also to copy island scale, island position, and let's replace this one to island position. Then also island scale, these are the properties to island scale, const island scale. Then also let's have island rotation, okay, and put on island, replace it to island rotation. So now this is how the const has been declared. There you can see I've got this image now. My image is now coming out correctly. This is beautiful. This is very beautiful. Now I'm just going now to work on my lightning positioning. And intensity on traditional light, I'm adding position and intensity. Let's set the intensity to 0. They can see how it looks like. If I set it to 9, they can see how it looks like, the intensity directional light. So I'm going to leave it at 2. It's better that way. Now I'm going to say ambient light, let's leave the intensity at 0,3, or at 4. You can see how it looks too bright, but I'm going to set it to say, I set it 0, that's how it looks like. So I'm going to set it 0,5, that's how it looks like. Now let's click on hemisphere light. I'm going to set as color and the ground color and intensity. You can see that the ground color is like there. Now let's come inside, create a new file called sky.jsx. This is going to be our background inside the models folder. So I'm going to run a function arfce. They can see I've got it. Now I'm going to come inside our home file. Let's import the sky component. Yes, just above the island. So I'm going to say import sky from from model sky, then come inside the sky component. Let's remove the divs and place the mesh so that we can have our 3D model. Now I've got this 3D model, it looks good. Now let's come inside, import sky from access.3d.skyglb format, and let's use const declare sky is equals to sky. Use globt sky skin. Then let's have a primitive object. You can see that it breaks. So that means I have to import globt from 3fiber. Oh, there you can see now, looks perfect. I've done this job. So inside the file, I'm going to add a new const rotating and set rotate. Then we are going to import use state, and let's come and see what happens inside our browser. It's still failing to okay, there it loads, but you can see that on hovering my mouse is not rotating. So I need to come inside the home file and look at is rotating and set rotating, and come inside the island.js file, and let's add some props. Const prop is rotating and set is rotating. Then let's add dash props. Then I've set three properties, three props there. Create some spacing, just make my code looks beautiful. Then let's come and declare const geo and viewport using 3, and let's come and declare const last x using use ref to 0, set it to 0. Then let's use ref for rotating. So I've defined a damping factor for control. Now I'm going to use the handle printer to, when event is, then I'm going to declare a event const event prevent default, and set to rotating. So I've declared these ones to handle pointer mouse down event. Now I'm going to declare const handle down event and const handle up. So now on const handle up event set pregnant and set is rotating. Now I'm going to create an event handler for pointer move. Now I'm going to calculate client x and also store. So I'm going to say const client x is equals to 3 dot event touches dot question mark event touches client x or else event client. Then I'm going to store current client x position using set last current x equals to. Now just copy this one inside the event position handler position down, then come and paste it inside handle set pointer up, and just paste this code as it is. Then also let's calculate the change from in the horizontal position and mouse position. Let's also update the island position based on the mouse and touch event. Come inside the handle pointer move, and let's declare an if and else statement. If is rotating, handle position if it's rotating, I'm going to declare this. I'm going to set handle point top up, handle pointer up event. Okay, let me just minimize this one so that I'm able to see it. So this is how I've set up the handle pointer up. Then I'm now going to use the easy effect. I'm going to declare a function for use effect. Let's add if effect geo pointer down. Okay, I'm going to paste this code. This will add event listeners for pointer and keyboard events. Then I'm also going to remove event listeners, and when component. So this one, that just the event that I'm pasting this code. You can find this code inside my GitHub code or my code. Just paste this code as it is. This is for the pointer, and then the one below is for EV. So now I'm just going to minimize it. Now I'm going to say handle keyboard events, use const. Now I'm also going to paste this code that we shall find inside my GitHub repository. Just paste it as it looks like. I used chat GPT to find this code. So this is just for handler events. Then handle event, key up events. Then let's also save a const for key up event. Now I'm just going to set up add events for key up and key down. Also inside the use effect. Then let's minimize our code. Okay, I've minimized this code. Then I'm going to use frame. If not rotating, apply depending to slow or rotation down, just how the cursor moves. Then apply depending far, then stop rotating when speed is very low. So you can see now we have adjusted. Then determine now the current stage based on island's orientation. So we are going to be declaring some const normalization rotating. Then let's set current stage based on the position of the mouse. So this one is just the code that if you find inside my GitHub repository, so that you can just copy it and paste it, this code, inside your island JSX. So now I'm going to declare const canvas dot is equals to gl dot doom elements. So let's remove replace document with canvas, just the document with canvas, replace document with canvas. Also here inside here, replace document with canvas, replace document with canvas. Now you can see I've now declared the canvas. So if I have got this canvas declared, let's save our changes and come inside our browser. There you can see it's now rotating successfully. So there it is, James. I completed this challenge. I hope you find this content very helpful. If you like my content and want more, don't forget to subscribe.